Good morning. So I just left my grandma's house and we just had the most amazing conversation about God, and it's the Christmas season. And one of my favorite Christmas songs is Hark the Herald, in particularly the Mariah Carey choir version. If you know, you know. But there's a line in that song that says, God and sinners reconciled. And I just wanted to share with you guys, like, this Christmas season, that's what it's all about. Like, whatever doubt, depression, pain is on your heart, like, that was the whole point of baby Jesus coming into this world, is to reconcile us back to God, so that we don't have to live in and stay bound to these just painful parts of our lives. Like I was telling my grandma, like, the one thing that I always tell people, if you sit with me like one-on-one and you really hear my testimony, like, the one thing I always tell people is, you cannot tell me God is not a redeemer. And the more that I learn about God, and the more that I read my Bible, and the more that I see that God is a God who is so good. Like, he has good. Like, everything that you give him, that you surrender to him, it gets better. And so, like, if there's like this pain and this depression and this anger or hurt that is just on your heart, when you give it to him and you surrender it to him, he has joy, he has love, he has goodness and peace waiting for you. And so I don't know who needs to hear this, but the best thing that you could do, why do I always get a stain right here? Literally last night in my Grinch video, some of the salt got there. I don't know what this is. It's probably toothpaste. Does this happen to anybody else, or is it just me? Anyways, the best gift that you could give yourself is to surrender everything that's burdening your heart to God this Christmas. Because as the Prince of Peace, as our kinsman redeemer, there is nothing more that God wants than to take your life, as messed up and sinful and dirty and tragic and ghetto and ratchet as it is, and make it so beautiful. You will be living in a life that you couldn't even have dreamed for yourself. Because that's how good God is. So if there is something that is burdening your heart, if there's a pain on your heart, if there's a weight on your heart, but there's also an area of your life that you want to see God bless, that you want to see God get better in, I guarantee you, surrendering that pain, surrendering that resentment, surrendering that anger, surrendering that sadness, surrendering that depression is the key to God blessing what you want in that area. So I don't know if it's your finances, your marriage, your friendships, your energy. It, like, the list literally goes on. But if there's just something in your life, and there's just that you just know you cannot do it anymore, give it to God. He's going to bless it, I promise. And here's the thing. If you think that you're just like too bad, you do too much. I've done too much. I've done too much for God to love me. I've done too much bad. I've sinned too much. I've been in too much pain. I'm too depressed. I'm too anxious. I'm too sad. You're not. You're not. Because the lyric literally says, God and sinners reconciled. That was the whole point. That's the whole point of Christmas. The whole point of Christmas is for us to remember that we don't have to stay stuck. We don't have to stay trapped. And in one decision, God can change the trajectory of our lives. And when we do make that decision of surrendering our lifestyles, our choices, our depression, our worries to him, he blesses it so good. And I'm just going to finish it here. Why do you think Christmas is at the end? It's the last month of the year. It's right before a new year. It's known as the most wonderful time of the year because this is the one time of year that people forget a lot of times. Some people forget, not everybody, but this is the one time of year that no matter what's going on in our lives, we are all chasing. We're chasing joy. We're chasing happiness. We're chasing it. And we're wanting to immerse ourselves in every experience that's going to bring joy and happiness. But it's so funny because it's at the end of the year. It's the last month. And I truly believe that God saves the best for last, because this is the perfect month to make the choice of surrendering everything to God. So you can start your new year off with God. Surrender your life to God in 2025 and watch what he does in 2026. I guarantee you it'll blow your mind.